Hey, so this is diary entry number 2 coming at you almost a year and a half after the last diary entry, which we're not going to talk about ever again. So since the last time I uploaded a video, I have gone to Italy, which was amazing and beautiful. So basically we went to Venice and then we got on a cruise and we went around Greece and then we went back to Venice for another night. But it was seriously so amazing, and Venice was definitely my favorite. It was so beautiful and like, oh my gosh, it was like really amazing, and the food was amazing, and like it was just like the best. It was my first time out of the country and it was so great. Also, I turned 21 years old, which means I can legally drink, which is like so freaking fun, like the best thing ever. And now I'm an adult. Me and my family also moved, which is crazy. It was like such like a long process, but we finally moved and the house is like so amazing and great, and like I think it's the same size, but it feels so much bigger, and like it's just a really nice house. So very grateful for that. I also went to 2 days of Lala, which is crazy. I'd never been to a music festival and it was so fun. Like I didn't think it was gonna be my thing because it's like a music festival, there's like a billion people there and it's like super claustrophobia like inducing at times, but it was so much fun. I went with Heather and Celia on the first day, which was Saturday, or my first day, which was Saturday, and then I went with Verna on Sunday, and it literally was so amazing. And by far the best performance was 21 Pilots, and it was just like so much fun. Like, and what's going on in my life right now is that I'm working 5 days a week trying to pay off my student loans. $4,000 more to go and I'll be good. But yeah, and I only have 3 more classes at Moraine until I get to transfer to UIC, so I'm really pumped about that. Some things going on in the world right now. We literally had our first day of snow already, October 30th, and it's really rude, and it's literally beginning to look a lot like Christmas, so yeah. There's a really loud buzzing noise, but Shane and Jeffrey's palette comes out tomorrow and I'm so excited. Yeah, it might actually be like the first palette I actually ever buy, so that is gonna be fun. Some goals that I accomplished. Actually, it's just literally one goal that I accomplished, but I watched 50 new movies this year, plus like a lot more, because it couldn't have just been 50. I wrote down the first 50, but that was like a couple months ago. So like, yeah, I might do a movie review because that would be kind of fun, of like the best movies that I'd seen this year. But more than 50 movies is a pretty good goal that I accomplished. And some goals that I have for maybe the next time that I make a video, or who knows, but whatever. I really want to get my portfolio together, like start making more stuff for my portfolio. I want to learn how to skateboard because I bought a skateboard and then now it's snowing, so I can't even practice. So I also went to Statesville with Jasmine and Liz, and that was so fun. It was like my first like really major haunted house experience, and it was like really well done. And like the mood, like when you're waiting in line and stuff, it's like really good. They did a good job. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lightning round of like my favorites at the moment, just so I could see like if they change or whatever. My favorite TV shows are The Blacklist, Sherlock, and Russian Doll. I just watched Sherlock and Russian Doll on Netflix, But The Blacklist, I have been watching that show since my sophomore year in high school. I remember when the trailer came out for that show and I was like, ooh, that looks like a really good show, and it freaking was. My favorite movies, definitely You've Got Mail, and I feel like that will always be my favorite movie. I love rom-coms, and yes, freaking corny and like annoying and whatever, but they're so good. And that one I think will stay in my, at least in my top 3 forever. And also the Sherlock Holmes movies are super bomb. And if we're talking like comedies, The Heat, so good, like classic. And if we're talking like animation, definitely like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is such a good movie. Like the animation on that is so unique, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, my favorite band, well actually I have a couple. My favorite bands are 21 Pilots, Coldplay, and Queen. My favorite singers are Sia, Pink, and Bishop Briggs. My favorite song, well, my favorite songs right at this very moment have to be My Blood by 21 Pilots and Pray by Bishop Briggs. Those songs just like give me the tingles. They're so good. My favorite animal is a sloth. Like, they're just so chill. And like, I just think that it's so interesting that instead of eating more so that they can like exert more energy, they eat less so that they don't have to. That's why they move so freaking slow. And I just think it's so amazing. And my favorite book, I'm gonna just say the last book that I read that was really good, because I haven't been reading a lot lately, which should honestly be a goal of mine. So we're gonna add that to the goals list. But Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, so good. It's so like eerie, but it's also like really interesting. Good book. But anyways, that's it. We're done. And yeah.